I got cookies, chips, a croissant, and some water to keep it balanced and healthy.
Ice Spice's rumored obsession with Ozempic might be spiraling out of control, and her struggling rap career isn't helping matters. Her career was already hanging by a thread after her ex-best friend, Baby Storm, leaked those scandalous messages where she was allegedly talking back at Nicki. But things took an even darker turn when she reportedly got hooked on Ozempic, leading to a dramatic weight loss that's got everyone talking. Let's be real, her success was never about talent. Her rise to fame was mostly tied to her curvy figure, and people didn't hesitate to remind her of that the moment she started shedding those famous curves. But before we unpack this mess, let's take a step back and break down how her career started unraveling from the very beginning. If you remember, Ice Spice first started turning heads back in 2023 when she dropped Munch. The song blew up overnight, and within months she had millions of followers, and even scored not one, but two collaborations with Nicki Minaj. And get this, both songs were massive hits. Nicki even went so far as to crown her the Rap Princess. But that's not all. Ice took her career to another level by collaborating with Taylor Swift, performing with her on stage, and snagging an invite to the prestigious Met Gala. All of this happened within just a year of her rise to fame. Yet, despite all these milestones and chart-topping hits, the real reason people were drawn to her wasn't necessarily her music. It was always about her body. That's what kept people hooked. But Ice Spice? She seemed to miss that memo entirely and reportedly decided to ditch her signature curves by turning to Ozempic. As mentioned earlier, just months into allegedly taking these meds, her career was already circling the drain. That betrayal didn't sit well with Nicki's loyal barbs. They turned their backs on Ice, causing her streaming numbers to plummet dramatically. To make matters worse, her recent album Y2K faced brutal backlash. Fans called her out for the cover art not giving any real Y2K vibes in the songs. They weren't delivering on that theme either. Some even claimed her earlier EP was miles better than her debut album. Ice Spice's album debuted at number 18, selling just 28,000 copies in its first week. Normally, those numbers wouldn't be considered awful, but this is Ice Spice we're talking about. She's collaborated with Nicki Minaj and Taylor Swift, scored multiple Grammy nominations, and raked in millions from brand deals. For someone with this much hype and industry backing, 28,000 is nothing short of disappointing. At first, people tried denying that her body played a major role in her success, but after she slimmed down, and her numbers slimmed down with her, it became impossible to ignore. Her appeal wasn't just about her music. Her fan base is mostly made up of young girls who admired her curvy, glamorous look, and young boys who were captivated by her and dreamed of being close to her. Once that image started to fade, so did much of her audience. Or at least, they wanted to get close to girls who looked like her. But once Ice lost those signature curves, that allure disappeared, and people stopped finding her attractive. It's almost as if her weight loss forced everyone to focus on her talent, or lack thereof. And when the spotlight shifted to her actual skills, it became clear she didn't have much to offer. Now, for anyone still out of the loop about Ozempic, it's a medication originally designed to help people with type 2 diabetes manage their weight and lead healthier lives. But in the past year, it's gained massive popularity, especially on TikTok, after people noticed that many celebrities were dropping significant weight in a very short time. At first, people thought a new plastic surgeon was working magic on the celebrity crowd, but it eventually came out that they were all using Ozempic. Unlike most stars who gained praise and positive PR for their weight loss, Ice Spice wasn't so lucky. Her entire appeal was tied to her figure, and she even once said she was thick as a bowl of oats. So, when she started losing her curves, a lot of fans were downright annoyed. They showed their disapproval by tuning out of her music altogether. As her support dwindled, Ice made attempts to regain traction. She tried mending fences with Nicki and leaned into a staged PR relationship with Central C to revive her career. But both of these efforts fell flat. When Ice was confronted about the leaked text messages where she allegedly trashed Nicki, she gave a carefully worded response. She said, "We don't have the closest relationship, but we're definitely good. We're mutuals. We had smash records together. I love us together. I think the world does too." But what I said in those texts was just in a moment of frustration around contract negotiations. I could have chosen better words, but at the end of the day, regardless of how I felt in that moment, Nicki is still somebody I respect as an artist, and I'm always going to admire everything she's done for me and the culture. When her other attempts failed, Ice Spice leaned into a PR relationship with Central C, hoping to spark some buzz. But instead of boosting her image, it backfired spectacularly. Fans were quick to turn on her because Central was already in a relationship with popular TikTok influencer Maddie. Things escalated when Maddie shared a tearful story time, accusing Ice of stealing her man.
Guys, imagine you break up with your boyfriend one night and the next day he is posted up with Ice Spice and Chrome Heart. I didn't even actually get to break up with him and he's already with the next girl. He gave me not even like 12 hours notice before he was being filmed in Chrome Hearts with her. The flight from America is 12 hours. She was already on the plane.
Meanwhile, as all this chaos unfolded, Ice Spice and Central C used the drama to promote their song Did It First. Ice even went as far as rubbing it in Madeline's face, posting a TikTok of herself doing push-ups with the caption, "Mood after taking her man." Madeline didn't miss the shade and responded directly to Ice's post, commenting, "Why?" The tension was undeniable. Not only that, remember her losing 25 million monthly listeners in just a few months? In 2023, when Munch hit the scene, TikTok adored it. Short, catchy lyrics that screamed viral. Ice Spice had a vibe that felt authentic, carefree, and totally unique. Tracks like Bikini Bottom and In Her Mood kept her momentum alive, and her collab with Pink Pantheress on Boy's a Liar Pete too cemented her spot as pop royalty. For a while, it seemed like Ice could do no wrong. But here's the thing about meteoric rises. The higher you climb, the harder you fall. By 2024, the drama seemed to overshadow the music. First up, the Cleo Trapper fiasco. Cleo, a rapper Ice invited on tour last minute, accused her of being unprofessional, colorist, and, wait for it, a fake friend. And Cleo came with receipts, text messages, videos, and even a hairstylist chiming in to back her up. Fans who once adored Ice began questioning her authenticity, and if you thought that was messy, buckle up, because then came the Central C rumors, conspiracy theories at the Super Bowl, and oh yeah, that cringy freestyle moment on Kai Cenat's livestream. Instead of showing off her talent, Ice decided to twerk. Her fans? Not impressed. Now let's talk about her debut album, Y2K. Hyped for nearly a year, it was supposed to solidify her as a serious artist. Instead, it flopped. Just 20,000 copies sold in the first week. Fans were expecting growth, but got poop jokes, repetitive hooks, and uninspired beats. One lyric in particular, "I'm so poopy, like I need a diaper." Yeah, let that sink in. In a bid to stay relevant, Ice partnered with Fortnite. Cool, right? For some fans, sure. But for others, it felt like a distraction from her declining music career. And then there was her dramatic weight loss. Fans speculated everything from crash diets to Ozempic. The chatter wasn't just about her looks, it was about how her changing image impacted her brand. And the final nail in the coffin? Her disastrous performance at Wildlands Festival in Australia. Fans paid hundreds of dollars, some traveling for hours, only for Ice to show up 20 minutes late, perform just 3 songs, and then get her mic cut mid-set. The crowd's reaction? Booing her off stage. Ouch. Ice Spice's story is a cautionary tale about the fleeting nature of viral fame. TikTok made her a star, but when the hype faded, there wasn't enough substance to keep her fans engaged. Her controversies and missteps only added fuel to the fire, leaving us wondering, can Ice Spice make a comeback? Or has the ice melted for good? As you can see, beyond Ice's alleged Ozempic addiction, she's tangled in a web of drama that's contributed to her decline. And judging by the way things are going, if she doesn't land another hit soon, her career could end even faster than it began. One person commented, "She's a prime example of when popularity and virality make up the entirety of your image in music. The real takeaway here is how far connections and industry support can carry someone without real talent, until the industry decides they're done with you." Another added, "Not gonna lie, I think her body change is what did it. It's not bad for her to want to lose weight. Good for her, honestly. But let's be real, a lot of her fans were drawn to her because of her pitch-perfect body." Now, I want to hear from you. Do you think Ice Spice's career is truly on the decline? And do you believe her weight loss played a role in her losing fans? Drop your thoughts in the comment section below. And don't forget to click here to check out this other wild and messy video.